What's up, gamers? I always wanted to start the stream like that. Hello, everyone. It is October 25th, 2022. Um, you can't actually see it in the stream, but in the chat, the title is Day 5. We finished today, no matter how long it takes, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. Just a few moments ago, I put Day 4 as public in my channel, and I realized that from the VODs of drawing Lisa, I think there were like 4 videos, and 2 of them don't even have Lisa in the thumbnail. They have like Amber and Tainari. So that's, I find that kind of funny because it feels like it's the wrong video, and I kind of panicked for a while. But yeah. So the plan for today is to give this piece some more contrast, to give it a background and some highlights on the character, and I think that will be enough to finish. So we're gonna get started. I really like the purple eyelashes, so I might actually maintain that. I want to know why my activity feed is so weird. It says it's too quiet, but it's like, yeah, not a lot is gonna happen. What are they expecting? Okay, so still gonna continue a little bit on the flat shading side of things because we still need to give some dimension to the hair. Right. So we're gonna do exactly that. And, yesterday I was studying Japanese. It's like very simple stuff, right? Like I'm not even N1, not N1. Is it N1 or N5? I think it's N5. I'm not even N5 level yet, but I had studied a bit previously, but I stopped. And I just realized that I reached a point where I knew like around 200 kanji, which for me is really good. And I forgot a lot of kanji that I previously knew, and it's like really making it hard for me now to study everything else again. Some I still remember, but there are others that are really complicated. Let's see if I do like this. It does look nice. It does look nice. So we're gonna continue with that. Yep. A little bit more loose. The thing that I used to do when I was younger and did like traditional was make a gradient first and only then do the texture, so that the entire thing would be covered in tone already, and the texture would do like some of the work, but not all of it. This texture, for all intents and purposes, is a higher degree of detail than the tone. The tone is more important, the contrast is more important than texture. I think that works, right? I think it does. Now what else? Here I'm gonna need darker shade, but for now let's just go like this. I'm gonna try something to see if it works. Like, so we have the Terminator, and that's the transition between the shadow and the light. And what I usually notice is that in that transition is when you have the darkest shadows. Right? And I think that kind of makes the piece more interesting if we make like the darkest shadows there. Like a soft effect to it, right? And of course in here there really needs to be like a hard effect in order to be more realistic. Yo, how's it going, my dude? Back at it again. The grind never stops. Drawing, that is. The drawing never stops. Are you excited for Ant-Man? Oh, we're tired. Fuck. Yeah, that happens. That happens. I really need a reference in this. Super hyped. Yeah. Yeah, super hyped, JK. Okay, so darker here, darker there, darker there as well, and of course here as well. We're gonna need some ambient occlusion later on. Just taking care of some shadows that I think are missing. Rather than that. I think this kind of works. Sort of. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of surprised that they're introducing Kang in the movies through Ant-Man, but at least like I feel like there's some sense of direction now, because I feel like the MCU was a bit lost in the sense that there was really no goal, right? You had like, obviously we knew that it was going to involve the multiverse somehow because it's the multiverse saga, but we were sort of lost for a while, you know? And at least now with Kang being introduced, I think there's a purpose. Just like with Thanos, like we didn't know that they were going to join everyone to make the Avengers, right? But once they did, we started to understand like the Infinity Stones were implying a greater plot, and because they were very powerful artifacts, you know, someone collecting them would be eventually the main antagonist. And now I think they're going a bit the opposite way. They first introduce the threat. And like, I'm not comic savvy, so I don't know what Kang really implies. But like, they introduced the concept of multiverse and a threat, and now I kind of need to understand why he's a threat to the multiverse, if that makes sense. But yeah. Okay, what else do I need to do? I think I didn't shade the flowers, did I? Anyway, doesn't matter. But yeah, what else? Yesterday, I don't think I saw. I saw the latest episode of The Walking Dead, I guess. But it just feels like they're dragging it so much. Okay, what I think I'm gonna do. What is this? This folder. So there's a folder in the folder, and everything is like sort of invisible. No way. Everything's so different. Alright, we're gonna do like this. We're gonna. Oh, the folder doesn't even have anything in it. Alright, we're gonna collapse all that. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is today's Chainsaw Individual Day. You mean I didn't want to use the word chain, but it's like motorized sequence of metallic links Individual Day. Yeah. Musili for short. Yes, yes. Alright, let me just open Pinterest so I can get some references of libraries. Because this is a major problem, me not getting references. Library. Okay, all I need is a good image and it'll follow, I think, right? Who needs books? Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna read the Bible. I heard that the creationist approach is really good. You said to read a book, you didn't say which book, so I'm sure the Bible has very good information for people. Especially the Old Testament. The Old Testament was really good. Yeah. The Holy Bible to Tokyo Drift. Yeah, I'm also waiting for it. Yeah. I think there's like Umineko library. Because I think there's like a really weird imagery. If I can find it. Because it's like in the universe of Umineko, there are witches, and one of them has a library that contains all of the information in the world. And I think like the library itself is bigger than our universe. It's really interesting. They have really cool imagery for that. But I can't find it. Ah, that sucks. Man. By the way, the new Gamer Time. Let's go, gamer. What's up, gamers? The new Silent Hill, I think, was written or co-written by the same guy that wrote Umineko and Higurashi, which is really interesting. How's it going, my fellow Southern viewer? Is everything okay around there, people? Because it's been raining Southern Britishman. Oh, yes. Yes. All good? Good, good. Because it would be terrible to... So if it's fall here, it's spring over there, right? The rain is too quiet. I like the rain. But like, it should be spring there, right? Yeah. It would be terrible to like fucking get into spring and everything being flooded. Ridiculous storm slash flooding is underwhelming. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes, right? Because sometimes they're right. It's just they're a bit early in their prediction. So it's better. It's best to be prepared and nothing happens, than to underestimate and then something happens. Try to find reference. I got. This is library. Trying to find good references for libraries, man. Maybe aesthetic. I think I know this one. National Library. The thing is, I'm kind of torn between whether I want a big library or if I want a library for an individual that stockpiles books. You know? But I could try. National Library. National Library Melbourne. It's a bit specific, but... Oh, I see. Oh, damn. This is an interesting design. but it's too open. I'm looking for something that feels closed. But it's a really cool design. Overloaded. Yeah. Octagons everywhere. Am I right? Man, it's feeling hard to actually find. Okay, I'm gonna start getting images, and hopefully the algorithm can pinpoint me to something. I guess I'm gonna start like. I think this is pretty unremarkable, but is it possible to like? No. Oh. Man, I knew it was possible to like. There's a mode. Do you have any references from Genshin? No, not directly. But I think if I get references from Genshin, I'll get kind of lost. You know what? I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna. For a library. I mean, I can try and search it, but it's gonna be something really underwhelming, I think. Lisa Mincy. What? Why is it not writing? A single pedestal with a fairy. I guess. Just trying to get references first. Lisa Mincy library. It doesn't even. Okay. Maybe if I search Genshin. Genshin. Okay, it does give me like more stylized stuff. But it's like nowhere near. Like this composition is great because they took into consideration the character itself. Once they were doing it, but like I'm doing two things separately, right? I actually like this one. I like the interior of this. It's like it's cluttered, but it's organized, so I like it. Put it on the left in the background and move her a little to the right, so it's a second weird focal point. Maybe I'll do that. It's like the size of the canvas is not set in stone. If I change canvas size, like I can do like this and change the height a little bit, right? And then also change this. Here I can also move the character and stuff like that. Because it's centered, doesn't even respect the rule. Respects the rule of thirds, so it's just centered. It's a bit underwhelming in that situation. Oh, dude, this looks amazing. I'm not gonna use this, but like, oh, this looks fantastic. I love imagery like this. Look at this. Holy. And of course, now I'm getting suggested like really weird images because of this one. But it's really cool. I like this one. Okay, let's first get everything organized here so that I can move it better. Like that. We're gonna increase the size of this one. I'm gonna move it. So like usually for the character, at least I do this looks like I do this off stream, right? Like this is part of the work. Because I saw here another one. Like there's a folder for the character. Although from the previous stream to now, I stopped using the references because it's just like shading, and I like to do that by myself. It's dependent on the environment and not so much the character sheet. Like the character sheet is just to know the design and the colors. Everything else is pretty much adjustable. It really makes it difficult. I might take this one. I might just get it to be a little bit bigger. Could maybe do something about this. Okay, how could we go about this? Thinking. So if we were to, I don't like this one to sketch. I've been liking a lot this one to sketch because when it's small, it doesn't look that airbrush, you know? Like when it's big, it looks like that. But small, you don't notice it. So it has a little bit of opacity to it, or transparency. Because I've been realizing that if you use a completely opaque brush with no decay from pressure or anything like that, it takes a little bit of the interest of the line art. So, which is a bit counterintuitive in my mind because I always think like bold lines, right? But it doesn't work like that. So we could do something like kind of fine if we are like this. Line weight is crazy. Yeah. We could like, if this is our horizon line, yeah, line weight is very complicated because it requires like a lot of practice, and with digital tools it's even worse because it's like there's ways to determine everything, right? And it's like, really, it really comes from experience, like focused practice. In traditional, I can control my line weight pretty well, but it came from like hours and hours and hours of practice. Like, especially when I was starting out just to get into college, I think that I did was practice 1 hour every day, like doing circles, doing lines. And it's like, not only was I practicing doing like horizontal lines, right? Like filling pages of horizontal lines and then trying to like join the middle. But also like brush pens, where I would do like, right, and then, but like trying to have it really squished. And in digital is weird because the brushes can have weird graphs. I don't know how the graph for this one is. Like brush shape. There used to be a graph, but I don't know where to find it. Maybe if it's defined by... No, this is defined by pressure. Right? Oh, it's here. It's here. So this is linear, but we can... like we can alter many things. Like the minimum value, which already changes how it behaves, right? Like minimum value 25. This is the lowest that it can go, right? Not here. I actually don't like minimum value 0, because then I'm doing force, but it's detecting, but it gives 0. Maybe I'll go just 1. Yeah, see, it does like really thin line. I like that. But it's such a small change, and you can like change it, right? Any number of ways. Also, I don't know how to... It's easier if I just reset and do 1. Yeah. So I think I want the horizon line with this. I've been messing with brush settings recently. Yeah, like it's about knowing your tool, right? It's a more complex version of knowing what you can do with the 4H pencil and the 3B pencil, right? You need to know the differences, and in this case, it's a meta thing. Like you know how the engine works, you know how to edit your brushes, and for artists that have more practice and know what they want from their brushstrokes, it's a really good way of like having control over your own work. For me personally, I just download a bunch of brush sets. Like this is one from Wingfox. This is one from a guy on YouTube called Some Normal Artist, and I really like it because it's really simple. This is Angel Ganev's. I don't know where I find it or where I found it. This is Marco Pucci's starter pack, right? And I think these two are like default. These two are also default. Again, Marco Pucci, but like just 2 details. Yeah, yeah. And it's like some brushes are really overpowered, right? You have like the tree brush and leaf detail and things like that that I used in the background for Tainari. And it's like so good. The trees came out great. The clouds come out great. It's fantastic. Okay, let me look at this better. Actually, what I'm gonna do... I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna be sketching on the right, and I'm gonna be looking at it on the left. Okay, so this is the horizon line. What do I want? I want maybe like, I'm gonna need another layer on the front. I don't think this layer does anything. I'm gonna, yeah, this layer does not do anything. So I'm gonna put another one and just, do I want something around here? Maybe. I think I will put something around here. This is the horizon line. Like, obviously, oh, it looks kind of wonky, doesn't it? This is why I should have planned the background first, but whatever. We'll do what we can with what we have. Like something like this, maybe? Close. Maybe what I could do is like increase the canvas. So canvas size. We're gonna do the center, and we're gonna do like 4320. 4320. So it's twice the width. This is 763. 7660, and twice the height, so it's around 4 times as big, and that kind of gives us a little bit of breathing space to work, I think. So it would be cool to like, I can then guide the eye, like use less saturated colors on the background and kind of blur it, right? Does this make sense? I think this is a good size, right? Maybe something like this. Just to not cover the legs completely, because I mean, you know, you gotta show them legs. You gotta show them legs. Not that women should show their legs, but I worked to have them legs, goddammit. So my idea is like, to have, imagine a floating passage, right? Because I really like this whole concept of the floating staircase and stuff. So it would be really interesting to like approach it like that, you know? So like we could do cool stuff. If the horizon line is here, the horizon line is here, and we could say like the vanishing point, just to make the lines converge in her, you know? It's like gigantic, god damn it. Bookcases. Yeah, maybe we can give her like a more mystical look with this. Maybe like just so it isn't so simple, we can tilt a little bit to the side, I think, right? something like this. So like this. I would like to have a better design for the lower part though. By the way, if I need like 5 hours to finish this, I will stream for 5 hours. I do not give a shit today. I want to be done with Lisa today. So yeah. I've been like really inspired by artists on Twitch that stream for like 16 hours. 10-hour stream. I mean, I don't think I can stream for 10 hours because I start at 9. I can 3 plus 5. Yeah, I can stream 8 hours. So, at the very least, it's gotta be done in 8 hours. What if I distract you right now? This, okay. I have this idea of I have this idea perspective. Like a lot of what I'm doing right now is very it's very intuitive. So I'm like not focusing so much on the exact perspective of it all. Like if I wanted to, I could just go into Blender and do a bunch of things like these and have a perfect perspective for that. So I think that's too much work. So gonna do what I want here. Gonna do some overlap just so it feels bigger. I think this is interesting. Yeah, this is an interesting solution. You can like do something like this, right? Just to make her feel more stable about it. And that would imply like it goes here, goes up here, and then it goes there again. So it'd be somewhere around here. So up here is pretty much the same lines. It's just down here it would have to be closer. And it gets closer and closer and closer. Then here it gets further away. Yeah. Actually, perspective. Let me just. Perspective is like one of my favorite things. I remember when I was younger, I was in like an art class in school, And I'm actually going to open a new file so I can explain what I was looking at. It's like, I was looking, so I was literally looking at a wall, right? But I noticed something that didn't quite make sense in my mind. When you have a wall in front of you, especially if it's a long one, if you look, so you're in front of the wall, right? You're here. You're here. And you look towards that side, the wall does this, right? You look towards that side, and the wall does that. And if you focus, what's going to happen is that you're going to see that it doesn't end in the vertex. It does that. Right? If you focus enough, you will be able to see like in some sort of spherical perspective. And that's like really cool. And I was looking at it, and my teacher was like, some artists do study that. It's spherical perspective. Everything comes distorted in some way, but it's really interesting. It's really interesting, and yeah, it's like you can have, for instance, because it works like normal geometry, but instead of, you know, doing that, you do this, right? And then you have other 2 points, like so. Basically, you're trying to make the opposite points being visible at the same time, so the grid starts to become really weird. And like, imagine, so we have our floor, which is this whole distorted thing would be the floor, right? We can tile it consistently. And if we wanted to make like a 3-dimensional shape, right? This one is a bit complicated because it would need to be like somewhere around here. But you can, so you have the height now, and it needs to connect here. And so you already started to build in a different way, right? And if I did this, yeah, it still stays consistent. It's just that all of the lines are curved, right? But it does make a shape, right? And that's spherical. It's when you try to see opposite vanishing points at the same time, right? It's the whole thing with the wall. You're trying to see the left and the right one at the same time, because when we're looking, for instance, I never understood this while I was studying it, but now I do. Like, if we see a street with a one-way perspective, right? So let's say the vanishing point is somewhere around here. So there's a street, a sidewalk, whatever, sidewalk, right? And it's a street. Let's say the buildings start like that. The vanishing point is in front of us, and there's a vanishing point behind us, right? And so for every vanishing point, there's one in the opposite direction, and spherical perspective is about that. And I think that's like really cool. But there's definitely a lot of stuff. And you're just staring at the wall. Yeah. That's pretty much it. I mean, it was art class and it was related to art, so, or at least related to drawing in some capacity. So I know she didn't feel too bad about it. I'm gonna leave that one right at the horizon line. I think I'm just gonna like random it up here just to have some volume and stuff. Art class was cool. Yeah, almost being suspended for drawing in class was also cool. I think I'm gonna do something like this. I just need like not such thickness, but maybe something down here perhaps. Something like this. Yeah, we'll see how that works out. But I do think like a background like this would be really cool. No? I'm just gonna see. Wait, what happened to? Okay, it's saving. I'm gonna see if there's any alternative for like this bottom part, because you know it's just preliminary sketch. But imagine spending all this time in the final piece will have a character like this. That's funny. This is more of a architectural thing. I'm thinking maybe like because it's floating, it might have been more interesting if you found this background earlier and then she could be sitting on one of the floaters. Yeah, yeah. But, you know, at this point, it's just a learning experience. You know, like work on the background, sketch the background before moving forward, so that there's a greater communication between the character and the background. You know, part of the process. I mean, I had to abuse the airbrush to realize that it's not a good tool to use sometimes. I think I'm gonna do it like that. Like, obviously there will be better space, but I think I'm gonna leave it like this. And maybe to go with the crystal that she has on her hat or something. Holy shit. There are some people that are absolutely crazy with their ideas. Dude, but I really wanted to see. Maybe Google has it. Let me see. Umineko library. You see library. Please tell me you have the image. Please. think it's hers, right? Also, I completely forgot that ReZero also has a character named Beatrice that spends her time in a library. That might be a coincidence. There's not a lot of images. Fuck, man. It's like the whole Lumineko. I wouldn't say it's a multiverse, but it's like the works surrounding it are really mind-boggling. Because it involves like retro causality, things like that. Things that happen in the future will affect things that happen in the past. It's really interesting. But again, it's like it's all entangled with really gruesome scenes. So a lot of people don't watch it for good reason, right? But it could be much bigger, in my opinion. Okay, how am I going to go about this? So this bridge is the only thing that's in front. And even then, there's going to be a few elements in the back. So we're going to go about this like this and that. Also, I'm going to put everything here in a folder so that it's easier to control the full opacity of it, and I can work a little bit more peacefully. Okay. How am I gonna go about this? How am I gonna go about this? Maybe the background brushes. I'll use a painter, perhaps. Well, there's no need to make sloppy shapes. We can, wait, what the fuck? Right, background brush. Do something like this, right? No. Where do we want it to be? Do we want it to be lower or higher? We could make it like this, right? Or we can even make it crazier, like not even have a safety railing, just we can try that, actually. I think I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna put it like down here. We can edit the size to be something like this. Right? We can try something like this. Yeah. We're gonna try that. Okay. What else are we gonna try? I want this to be like rock. Have our own one of the floaters. You're really keen on that idea, huh? I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I'm gonna be honest. Unless like the problem is, it could work, but the way she's standing is like, it feels like she would move in this direction, right? And if she's standing on one of the floater would like be facing almost entirely towards our direction, and that would cover most of the bottom part. And that's exactly what you said. Like the bottom part is showing, and I think that's really cool because it makes the shapes traverse. So it's a sort of overlap, right? To show that she's uh, further to the front, and I kind of want to keep that part, if that makes sense. Oh right, this doesn't work like that. Cancel. Like I wanted to move the whole selection. It's hard to see the selection with the pen. Okay, like this I can. Maybe I can use this. Okay, this is not enough. The selection is good, but I need to make it like way bigger for when I have anything. Is this good? Why one big arc? I was thinking about like how I could do 3 arcs, because it's gonna look a little bit off. It's the symmetrical ruler. Wait, number of lines. Right, this is symmetry, but it's different. Because the problem is, like you have this selection right here, right? Like I can move it horizontally, but it'll make it a bit hard. Like I'm eyeballing it, sort of. I can do it like this, I guess. But the crystals would be cut from the scene, but I guess it could work. We'll try it. We'll try it. Gonna do a new layer. Just gonna do like that, but a slightly different color. Now we're gaming. Yeah. You know me, I'm a big gamer. Oh no, it has to be in the front. Wait, why can't I select? Oh, it's saving. Alright. This is a bit weird. When I click shift, it doesn't allow me to do a straight line. We're gonna do something like this. keep it like this, and I did this on purpose so that I can just work smart, not hard. And I can. This is just to see the layout. Oh, shouldn't have done that. And later on, I can. What the fuck happened? It's just so I can figure out the layout of things. And later with painting, we can make it multidimensional. Okay. This seems to be working. Right. So I'm gonna just unite these three. Good. This is the sketch where I'm gonna make like a crystal. And is it possible to like rotate the square? No. Yeah, that would be too good. There's no object to transform. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, I have an idea. So we're gonna be doing like this. We'll rotate it 45 degrees because did I make it a square? It doesn't look like a square, right? And we bring it down a bit. Okay. And because the selection is always horizontal and vertical lines, we can just stretch it like this. Yeah, this is big brain time. Right? Leave it like that. Or maybe even make it a tad bit smaller so that it doesn't take so much of the image. Right, and now Control C, Control V, Control T. Right. And now we have crystals. We have that part of the bridge. We might have to like move everything slightly down. So her feet make a little bit more sense. Yeah, like the horizon line in their eyes are pretty much in the top third, while the bridge is more or less bottom third. So yeah, middle third is basically for her in general. Okay. getting kind of distracted looking at Pinterest. Sorry about that. So now I think I'm gonna do a folder just to understand what I need to do now. 'Cause it's like it's weird why it doesn't do like straight shapes, but whatever. I think what I'm gonna do is like one of these. Ugh. Put a pin in it. What? A pin in what? I'm very confused. Don't worry about it. Alright. You say no. Oh, actually, I shouldn't have done that yet. Because these ones are also from there. Just gonna make this one harder to see. That's ever since I figured out that's how professionals usually like put things in the like further back, like Galaxy Brain. Oh, it's definitely slower now. Like, this canvas is huge right now. Actually, now that I increased the size of the canvas, I don't know how the time lapse will interpret it. Let me see. Because there's a pose, right? Mm-hmm. See, like, the amount of times that I trace the character? It's ridiculous. So, a bit of stiffness every time started to enter. Yeah, so I did it did keep um the proportion because I multiplied both by 2. So I was lucky there because I didn't think about it beforehand. But yeah, that could have been a disaster. I really like how Clip Studio is just like, don't worry, bro. We recorded everything. Here's a time lapse. That is so useful. This airbrush doesn't go bigger than. Just gonna keep this layer behind everything so that I can see the entire sketch. Yeah. Now we do another one. We do this one and that one under there. Oh, this was supposed to be in. Oh. this one is gonna stay here. Gonna have to find like a clever solution for the books, because in this type of thing, it won't help me to use the book brush, I think. But I might be able to do something. We'll see. And now we push everything further back. And so just a little bit to the back. Oh. Wait, no, it's not working. What's happening? Oh, because of selection. Right, right. Right, it already feels like it has some dimension to it, I think. She has a lot of contrast that the bookshelves don't. No. How can I go about making it efficient? That subtle pale green lighting to her. Oh yeah, I gotta colorize it in a bit, but for now I'm still like thinking like they're bookshelves, you know? Got a perspective ruler. I think this is best. Let's see. Would be best. All right. think what we could do is like say, how big is 1,000 pixels? Still quite big. 100. That's too small. 250. Okay. And like, why can't I? Because I'm in the perspective ruler thing, right? No, I'm not. Why can't I draw? Oh, because I'm drawing it just below the folder, exactly. No, we select. Maybe. What? How does that even work? Maybe it's because it stays with the same size all the time. Okay, I'm gonna take another approach to this. This is big brain time. Big brain time. Yeah. 150. Let's see. I put this in front of everything so I can focus on it. It's enough. All right. This now that so this can cut these weird. That's good. Now we do like that, and I think it's retransform, right? Where we kind of just try this. Right. I think there's a way to properly do perspective with this. But this also works, right? GG. Be something like this. Okay, this is just a test because there's like a lot of things that I still need to do. Oh man, I would like to have like a square eraser. Is it possible? Brush shape. Can I have a square? Thanks, Windows. Brush tip. Material. Right. Yeah. Right. Something like this, right? Yeah, why is she a barcode? That's a good question. Damn, that's a lot of work. I don't want to do this for all of it. There's gotta be a better way. Let's see. Okay, there's gotta be a better way for this. In the books, it takes advantage of both colors. So if I leave both colors, it doesn't differentiate. That's good. And if I do something like this, okay. I'm gonna do what we were doing before. 15. Hamburger rig. Yeah. We're just gonna add a little bit of a variation. To it. This is good enough. We can duplicate it. I'm gonna duplicate it again. Yeah, this is like a complex pattern that would work. Right. Now we can just shave these parts. Right. Alright. I kind of fucked up. fix this. Oh, it's saving. Come on. Yeah. And then in this one, you can just delete everything. So it's only that. And this one is only this. Okay, cool. Now we can edit it. Yeah, at this rhythm, we're really gonna take the whole 8 hours. It's like, as I'm doing this, I'm trying new things, so. I know. It's fun for you, it's fun for me. I mean, I assume it's fun for you. But who knows at this point. Let me transform. Like this, right? Does that look okay? Looks a bit weird, doesn't it? Especially with the no color variation to it. So you know what I'm gonna do? Because I know there are like a few weird brushes for this. Just gotta find them. I don't know what's thinking they are. There's little variation to the color. Yeah. Alright, man. Whatever. Brush tip. Color jitter. Hue. Yeah. Because this way, like, it's different hues all over the place. Right? There's so many fucking greens. And now I'm just trying like different things to see what works and what doesn't. Hmm. Maybe Perlin noise would have been a better choice. Gaussian blur. Just put a little bit. Right. So, like that, we create the books. And we can make like a layer for this. Where is it? It's here. Okay, just good. Okay. Ugh. I think this object right here is good. I can slap it everywhere, pretty much. right? I can go down here and just do whatever. This layer doesn't seem important, so delete. So it's there. All right. So let's just free transform. Uh, there's gonna be some wacky perspective later on. It's not bad. It doesn't have the same feeling as this, but it's like completely different. It's just me trying things, honestly. I think I'm not gonna use this one. No, cancel. Let's see. Alright, so the first one is down here. Be relatively straightforward. Okay. Oh. Just it's Control Shift T. This is what I was talking about. Like, if the perspective gets really weird really quickly. I need to be attentive to that. trying to get focused here so I forget to talk. Apologize for that. Oh, man. It's been 2 hours already. God damn. It's gonna take a while. But at the same time, I'm enjoying the process. Shift T. Actually, what I'm gonna do is like flip horizontal, so it's easier for me. This way it's faster too. So. It's looking pretty decent. I think the book colors are a bit pukey, and I might have to like fix that somehow, but at least the ones on the back look really nice. I might colorize the shelves to make them look prettier, but I like the back ones a lot. The front ones I might change. I think they need to be a little bit more vibrant, because it's yeah, but the ones on the back like really cool. Yeah, I really enjoy that. Did I do Control Shift T? Control Shift T. I like this. It's like, even if the pose and the action of the character weren't that interesting, at least I'm going all out in the background. It's like, I hope I can do this in the next piece, but like both background and character. All of this. I think Cassante is getting a prestige, right? By the way, people, if you're still here, Cassante is like the new league champion. Empyrean Cassante. Oh, the Empyrean skins. Yikes. Oh, dude. It looks so cool. Look at that. It's looking really, really cool. Dude. Let's go, dude. Let's fucking go. Also, oh, it's this one. Alright. What else? There's one up top, and then I can move on to the next layer. We move here, and we move it over here. Control Shift E. It's like I can't even accompany the rate at which Riot launches skins anymore. And apparently Empyrean Pike has like some really crazy effects when he gets a pentakill. Huh. Well, I need to control Shift T. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if the skins are that good. They feel a bit weird to me, at least to me. So many of them. Yeah, I heard like they launched like 8 skins at once or something. Yeah. It's a shame. Cause like I feel like if they refined some skins, they would have been worth to buy. But as it stands, it's like skins are only worth to collect. And so it feels a little bit degrading of an artist's work, even if they do it for the money. Like, come on, man. Do you want to do cool stuff? Cancel. I'm actually gonna do like this. Okay. And I'm gonna flip horizontally so it becomes easier for me. Right, Control Shift T. Now I can do it better. Oh, right. Just like that. The only skin I bought in the last few years was Prestige Syndra. Actually, let me check. I'm gonna see what was the last skin that I got. Like the last one that I bought, I don't remember. But it was in a time where skins weren't as good as they are now. Like it was a long time ago. But I can open League and see. It's taking its sweet time to load. Also, I hope the stream isn't lagging. During the 10th Worlds Plus anniversary event I bought the battle pass for the price of one skin. I guess. Over nothing. Collection. Skins. Oh, it should be at least 2022. The last one that I got. No, this doesn't make any sense. What? What? No, this doesn't make any sense. Because it says Haunting Nocturne, but I acquired it in 2013. What? Total skins owned. This is weird. What? My collection. Oh, okay, my collection acquired. The last one that I acquired was Full Metal Ramus, and before that was Black Frost Rek'Sai. Yeah. Actually, this year I got a lot of skins for someone that stopped playing at the end of July. 1, 2, 4, 8. I got 10 mythic and 1 legendary this year. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 common. The weirdest thing is because I enjoyed playing Zilean so much, I ended up using the common Zilean skin more than the Porcelain Ezreal or anything like that, because I don't play any of those champions. But yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay, let's continue the arduous work. So it's just that one, right? Like, look at the difference here, right? I turn off the shelves and you can see the background pretty clearly, and then when I turn them on, it's almost completely covered. It's really cool. I stopped buying champions because I didn't want to get skins I wouldn't use. Wait, you can get skins for champions that you don't have? I wish I knew that sooner. You can't have skins for champions that you don't have? When you reroll 3 skin shards, it's always on a champion that you have? What's up, people? Were you asleep or something? Have the champion, the skin stays in the loot tab. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, this is chat reroll. Alright. Books put me to sleep. I understand, but like, I had to work it out, you know. Control-Shift-T. It's like the books are getting close to being done. Oop, it's raining a lot. just wish the selection wasn't so weird, because it's like the vertices of the selection are not according to the vertices of the books, if that makes sense. So it takes a little bit of time to adjust the selection. No, it was so good, and now it's all terrible again. The gradient is pretty distracting. The gradient, what, the colors of the books? I can change that. I can colorize it. Like I can do something like you know? Like not this intense, obviously, but you get what I mean, right? No, but no, if I make it, you know, I can change the color of the books later. It's just to have a placeholder. I just did like a bunch of random colors and random values, so there's some variation to it. But I'm gonna make it a little bit more cohesive later on. And yeah, I think the ideal will be like to make a light color and then a few spots. This shouldn't, yeah, this doesn't alter that much because it's just color. But if you make something like this, right? You would do something like this and then just no variation. Like it changes the mood completely. For now, I'll leave it like that. Just trying to get the books done. And I think in this one, there's still like another 2. Yeah, but it takes a while. Yes. Now we take it here. We're gonna flip it and reduce the scale. Alright, we reached the point where it's kind of cut. Oh. Okay, I can do something like this. And flip it again. That way the books aren't cut on the tip. Okay, no. First we enlarge it. We make it large. Done with work for now. Time for mobile gaming. Damn. Are you gonna play AFK Arena with Ezio from Assassin's Creed? Let's see. Pictures from Flipboard. Daily quests, yeah. The grind. Oh man. Like, mobile gaming catches so much shit from us. When there's really no reason to. Like, smartphones are so powerful now that it's like, it's a pretty legitimate platform nowadays. Like, I know that Diablo Immortal got a lot of shit for being way too much pay to win, but as a mobile game, it's pretty good, right? If only it wasn't like completely pay to win, I think it would have had a lot of success because the game is really good. The graphics are really good. It's like, it's really nice. Because I tried it to see how bad it was, and it's pretty bad. It's goddamn. And I only realized how bad it was because of reports, like videos and things like that that I saw. Because there's certain mechanics that they teach you that they are important, but they don't tell you exactly how they work. Right? It's like, oh, here's the market. You can buy and sell items. But they don't tell you that, like, the buy and sell items, you need to buy tokens with actual physical money. Right? And that's very scummy. I live in to my mobile games, click some buttons and do daily quests and I'm done. Yeah, I do a similar thing. I write a list of tasks that I have to get done for the day. I do those tasks and then I repeat on the next day. Damn, my life is mobile gaming. I'm a real life gamer. Like, look at this. Oh my god. Does your life have Ezio from Assassin's Creed? Maybe. You don't know. You don't know me. Also, this shortcut of Control U. Like, I can make it like this, alright? So this goes towards green and then back to blue. Do I make the books blue as well? It makes like everything look feel very cold in a way. I don't know if purple would be like too much purple. Because like the blue still has a little bit of green variation to it. You know? Like this would make it feel definitely warmer. I can try and work with this. I could work with something like this. We just have to like make a new folder. I mean, it wouldn't work. There's no such thing as too much purple. I wish. Wait, what's here? See. I think it's purple. Yeah, I think it's purple. It's a very calming color. It's like, it's one of those things that I like to know about people, but I literally don't draw any conclusion out of it. I just like to know. You know? Because like, some people like to draw conclusions out of very weird tidbits of information. It's like, oh, what's your star sign? And it's like, oh, I'm this and this. You know, oh, yeah, I can tell. And it's like, excuse me, if my parents had sex 9 months prior, but I think that doesn't dictate my personality. I don't know. Damn. That's very harsh. Because someone is gonna say that their favorite dinosaur is not even a dinosaur. And I know I knew you were gonna fucking judge them. My favorite dinosaur is a pterodactyl. Actually. I just know it. We'll also have to put this whole coloring behind as well. It's gonna be fun. This part is more of like putting in the work. So let's do it like this. Yeah. And color that. We'll invert. And if we're careful, we can already use this to delete some of the excess. Oh yeah, this feels cool. This will sure take some time. That's good. Here. Yo, remember when this was about drawing some thick thighs and not like an infinite library? I remember those times. Also, this is unrelated but important. Don't forget, tomorrow there won't be a stream, right? Those were the good times, yeah. And imagine, like, the next character is a guy, so... Viewership drops to 0. And it is what it is. I gotta honor my word. Like, what am I gonna do? Draw all the girls and then draw all the boys? I think that is even worse. So... Oh, man, this takes so long. No, actually, select, reselect, and invert that way. And start erasing some parts already. Draw only the girls. What do you mean by that? Huh? If you draw all the guys first, then you'll have refined your process by the time you get. Yeah, but I'm not entirely sure if you want me to draw just the guys for a while, because there's quite a lot of male characters. Like, I did it in order, and we have like what, Jean, Lisa, and who else? Wait, is this colored? What? It is. What the fuck is that? Ah, whatever. Bold of you to assume we can do it in 2 months. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm not gonna do it in 2 months. It's gonna take like a really fucking long time. It's like assuming that I stream 5 times a week, which hasn't happened since like the first week. Okay. Like if I take as much time as I took with Lisa, it's gonna take like 1 week per character. So in 2 months, I would have like 8 or 9 guys done, and there's a lot more, I'm sure. So yeah, it's not gonna be 2 months. But it is what it is. Like when you experiment as much as I do in every single goddamn piece, you're bound to take a long fucking time. I don't feel satisfied if I know that I could have done things differently. Even if it's worse, if I could have done things differently and I didn't try prior to that, I'd feel really bad. I had to practice some 2-hour pieces, and it's something like a 20-hour piece. Yeah. 20-hour pieces are fucked, dude. Like I was never required to do something that extreme for college, but I remember in some exercises the teachers would ask us to do like 6-hour studies outside of class. Like my school has a lot of statues you know, in campus. It's weird to say in campus because it's like just a big closed property, but it has a lot of statues, and basically you could just sit next to a statue and study it for 6 hours, right? I don't know if anyone did like a 20-hour piece. Like if you're painting, I can see it, but if you're drawing, I think the returns are so diminished that it doesn't matter. I think I was supposed to draw another one back here, but I'm not going to. I like how it looks. Just like to know why this one is so bright. Whatever. Yeah, painting. Yeah, painting like 20 hours, I can definitely see it. Especially if it's something hard to control. Like oil, right? 20 hours is like easy. But yeah. I'm gonna add that. I want to see if I can make it like lighter. Yeah, I like this. Can I add a hue color thing? Thinking of jig. Right. Again, this is all just experiments. This doesn't work. What about tone? No, it's probably like too small of a brush. I could just introduce some variation to it. But, you know, like you can barely notice it. I think if it lacks a little bit of blue in the books, like what would be the probability of having such a huge library and having no blue books? At least something like that. Yeah. Now, it's gonna. You should make the bookshelf wood much darker, in my opinion. Good point. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, I get what you're saying. There are a few things that I need to change. For instance, this part's not even facing light, so at least this much needs to be darker. And then this part. Sorry. The thing is, right? I'm thinking about a lot of stuff at once, and because like I knew that I already had to make it darker because of the bridge, because I made the bookshelves the same color as the bridge. Like you see a difference because of the blue that I've put to give a bit of perspective. But yeah, they definitely need to be darker. There's like a bunch of stuff that I've been noticing that I need to do. Like making it darker also helps them pop out a little bit. The back ones definitely look like they're glowing, but it's sort of a consequence of the color layer. Like it can't be as intense. because I want more of a foggy effect rather than a glowing effect. But it's sort of how the super light values work with the color layer. It gives that effect, especially with an airbrush. It gives that effect, unfortunately. But yeah. Yeah, see, like, if I remove all of the blue that I had put from this layer, the color layer doesn't make it glow as much, which is interesting. Either way, like, I'm worrying a lot about it, but like it's gonna be gradually blurred, so it doesn't matter. Because the idea is, like, we have this folder, and what I'm gonna do eventually, I'm not yet done with this actually. But like, what I'm gonna do is duplicate the folder, merge all of the layers, and blur everything, and then gradually removing the blur as it gets closer. That's a thing that I learned, and it works really well. Like with Ember, I blurred each layer separately, but there's another way that you can do that it's a bit easier. Because even blurring them is gonna help focus on her. Let's see. Yeah, so we have this folder. It's gonna take a bit of time. Yeah, we copy the entire folder, and it's on top. We merge all of the selected layers. Peace out, gamer. It was good having you here. Stay safe. Yeah, like literally no difference. Now if we Gaussian blur, it has to be like an intense blur too. This should be okay. It's just not showing it. Once it's processed, it's gonna show. Yeah, look at that. Like gigantic blur, right? And as it gets closer, we use like a very soft brush so that it takes a lot of passes to actually right? Like with a lot of passes, the books start to enter. Yeah. And it feels that much more interesting. Now there's like a real sense of depth, and most of the detail is completely gone, right? And I like that. See, there's a completely different feel of depth in it, right? Like we could remove the sketch already, and it already makes like a gigantic difference. If we add like a saturation layer and we paint everything black, I don't know if this is black, but we'll paint everything black just to it's just not black. Oh, it isn't. Yeah, if we paint everything black, you can see the values. And there's sort of a diagonal that goes from like here to here, and Lisa is right in the middle. So I think it's an interesting piece. I do think that her pose and everything like that is a bit dissonant, but it could be worse. So. But there's not a lot more to do, I feel. Like obviously I need to fix this, because for now it's just a bunch of placeholders. But I don't think I can put it here at least, so I have more space. Because with less space, I can zoom out, zoom in less. This it's better for me. To me, this is a very ambiguous piece. I'm like kind of proud of how the whole concept came around, but at the same time, I'm like very weirded out because some places definitely need work. But yeah. Like I think it's the real definition of not bad. It's actually not bad. this. I'm sad that I couldn't show like the infinite library from Umineko. Because I know that I saw that image before, but for some reason I can't find it anymore. I know that I saw it on YouTube, but I'm not gonna go there now. This. Maybe we can do something like this. Yeah, I mentioned in the beginning of the stream that I saw the latest episode of The Walking Dead, right? It's like I'm pretty sure they're gonna close the story, even with the movies. They're gonna close the story on this season, but it feels weird because I know in the comics, Carl is alive, and there's so few zombies that they become circus attractions and things like that. But it feels like the show is going through a very different approach. We'll see. We'll see what they do. Because I think Andrea in the beginning was supposed to die really soon, but the actress was so good and the character so compelling that they decided to leave her alive and see where it goes. I kind of admire writers that do that, you know? They know that they know the show's strength, so they don't follow the script entirely. That's really cool. Actually, I'm gonna do like this. I just noticed now that people said the coffin in chat. What the fuck, dude? Right, select it again. Nice. Nice. We're almost at 3 hours, but there's still a bit of work to be done. Albeit, like, there are a few things that I'm gonna leave flat, like this bridge. I think I'm gonna leave it a little bit flat like this. But the piece is interesting, if anything. So, yeah. If anything, I can blame myself for lack of planning. But I really enjoyed some of the solutions that we came up with. Like once you see up close, these books look like really weird, right? Look here. It's defined and then it starts to get blurry. And then in here you can't see almost anything. I think that's really cool. I think I'm gonna leave the bridge like this. And I'm just gonna focus on the character now. I think it's this, right? Yeah, it's this. Alright. So this is the line art. We're gonna do a new one. And it's gonna be just shadows and overlays. Because Tainari had some of these and it worked really well. We're gonna do a multiply here. This is where the airbrush thing comes up. Darken the darks, lighten the lights. Like not complete black, but let's make it more interesting. The skin needs to be a different color, so we're gonna leave that one for now. I need to check if the new episode of Rick and Morty has come out, because I don't remember in which day it comes out, so I'm constantly checking. Like the season has had some good episodes, but I don't know why they insist so much on the incest themed episodes. Just feels really weird. But the overall effect is nice. The overall effect is nice. Of what? Of incest? Damn. I never thought you were like that. Ah, disgusting. The books. You. See, this is how soft this eraser is. And this is what I use to like transition from blurred to focused. Yeah, I needed this to give some more dimension to this part because it felt really flat. Yeah, like it feels a lot better like this, right? I will then have to like collapse the entire folder so that I can liquefy this part. This, yeah. I completely forgot about the highlights in the hair. So, can do that in a bit. Just darkening this part right here. Yeah, the skin needs to be a little bit different, but we'll take care of that in a sec. 3 hours, 10 minutes. Not bad. I dropped 74 frames. I hope that hasn't been problems. I hope that was just like Twitch connection or something, because I don't know how to solve that. gonna be adding an overlay. I mean, will it be an overlay? I'm not sure. Because just to make things look a little bit lighter, but with the yellow it looks a little bit weird. Just pulling in some light, make it look more vibrant. Like it changes the hat completely. I was already seeing this when I did the folds the way I did, right? I was already seeing that I was going to do this to the hat, so that it looks a tad bit more interesting. It appears to be from this layer. All right. This skin, I think I can get away with like brush like this and make it slightly darker. Yeah. And just blur it a bit. It is a bit weird, but I'll let it pass, I guess. Does look like an interesting piece. is here. I can move this to a folder and put this right next to the character. And now you can just alter it. Because I think she's like too small to what is happening over there? What is the point? Yeah, it's transforming a lot of layers at once, so wait for a bit. Alright. I don't know what the point is. I'm just gonna erase it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a wrap here. It's not perfect, but it's good. 3 hours 17. I thought it was gonna take a bit longer. I thought it was gonna take like 4 hours or so. You know what? There's something that I need to do. I'm just gonna copy this folder. Yeah. I'm gonna turn this one off and we're gonna like but these are all like soft shadows and things like that. Let's see if it allows me to do that. It does. Yeah, there's absolutely no difference. All right. I am going to liquefy it a little bit. But I need some help with this. How am I gonna do this? I'm not used to the liquefy tool. Oh, I pinched it. I pinched it on accident. Ooh! Holy shit. I went so far back. No. Oh my god. Really? Yeah. Fuck's sake, man. Actually, the copy is not yet. I've done a bunch of stuff. Now I gotta do it again. Fuck's sake. Yep. Well, obviously, the computer doesn't want me to leave just yet. Okay, now I can copy this folder and merge everything in it. Merge selected. Right. How the fuck am I gonna do this? Does it work like if I just do like this? Right? Does it pull that? It doesn't. Alright. That's good. That's good to know. It doesn't look too bad. Right? Just gotta take care of this artifact right here. Just a little bit more. Yeah, it's actually not bad. What I might do? It's like maybe. I might delete the gym altogether. Okay, the gym is there. Yeah, I like it. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's about it for today. I'm satisfied with the end result. Let's hope next time I don't fuck it up royally. I want to thank everyone that joined me today, whether it was live or watching the VOD on YouTube. Again, reminding everyone that tomorrow there won't be a stream. So the next stream will be on Thursday, and we will be starting working on, I think it's Kaya, his name. So yeah, I think this might be your new favorite. I really enjoy this one. I don't know. I'm a bit torn between this one and Ainari. But yeah, that's everything that I have to offer today. And I'm gonna be leaving. So see you Thursday. Goodbye.